Hey there, Tom here from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap, December 26. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for the rest of the video. So let's see what SPY and Friends brought us December 26. And the SPY, as we can see in the past 2 weeks or so, 471 holding as support, 476 holding as resistance. Everybody's waiting for Santa rally, but maybe Santa took the holidays off, because Santa came early to this year, end of October until this day. Santa gave us a rally of 16%, more than 60%. So Santa is off for the holidays. Long continuation above 476 towards the all-time highs, and then 482. If bulls will give up, if Santa will not come, some kind of a black swan event, we will break below the 471, and then we will see 464 and 460 to the downside. Prepare for both sides. Ignore the noise, ignore the news, follow price, same as we do on the Qs. This yellow trend line goes back to September. Each and every time it shows us that the way is up. Higher highs each and every day, new all-time highs on the Qs today, but still under this yellow trend line. But it doesn't matter, as long as the Qs are grinding up below or above this yellow trend line, the way is up. Dow Jones 0.4% to the upside, but as we can see, Dow Jones basically is moving sideways between the 371 area, 376, breaking up above. We will meet this orange trend line. This orange trend line goes way back to June of 2022. Held the support, broke to the downside, broke to the upside, support, broke to the downside, resistance, now once again above 376, and we will see this orange trend line getting retested as resistance, breaking up and above, and in my opinion 386 to the upside will be here. If bulls will give up the 372, 370 area, we will see 366 and 360 to the downside. IWM relative strength, and now as we see over here, sideways move, broke to the upside, sideways move, broke to the upside, we have a gap, sideways move, now breaking to the upside. This is why I always say, look left, try to identify price action, and then once you understand how to look left, you can know where price might be heading next. Now all we need to do, let's clean the chart. We have this trend line over here, right? Helps us to identify the higher lows. Now take this trend line, helps us to identify the higher highs. We are almost at the top of this channel. If we look left, every time IWM reach this top of the channel, rejected. Now let's see what will happen. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, above this area, above the 207, we will see 214 and then 233. 200 now from resistance to support. Bitcoin double top scenario is in play, breaking below the 41,300. We will see 40k to the downside and then 38,400. This double top scenario will get negated. Only a weekly close above the 44,500, and then we will see 50 to the upside. Ethereum, same thing. Let's clean the chart a little bit. As you can see, this trend line from resistance to the lower highs, now support, but this is not a good support. It's support for the lower lows, which means as long as Ethereum is sliding down on this trend line, the way is south. Ethereum needs to hold above the 2140, because below it we will see 20 and back below 20 to the 1920. By the way, you are more than welcome to go to Fibonacci-Traders.com. Check my website. You have all the information about me, about the live one-on-one mentorship program, which is available in English or Hebrew. You have the full information about the 6 hours program. Then you will become an expert on reading charts, and you will gain lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels from me until you will become not only an expert on reading charts, you will become a professional, consistent, profitable trader. Also available in English and in Hebrew. So choose your program, choose your path, choose your language, and if you want, we also have the Fibonacci Traders Crash Course, 1 hour, where you will learn all the basics: candlestick analysis, trend line, support, resistance, trend reversal, Fibonacci levels, of course, risk management. Now only $197 instead of $397. Use this discount code, and then you will join for lifetime access for worldwide traders that are all already professional traders. So check it out. And once you join the one-on-one program or the online program, you will gain access for the premium room and to the exclusive requests room. 2 rooms, exclusive rooms for premium members. And as you can see, we have day trading ideas, swing trading ideas. We help each other to become better traders. Of course, all the links in the description below, and you're more than welcome to contact me on Discord or Twitter for further information. Crude oil finally breaking above this red zone. Now let's see continuation above the 75.50, and then we will get 80 to the upside. KRE almost closed this gap. This gap is still open. A gap is a gap. But KRE is bouncing back up towards the upper border of this uptrend channel, breaking up above the 55 area, and we will see this gap at the 57 getting filled. Natural gas continuing to do nothing. Basically, it's not nothing, continuing sliding down. This is why we have trend lines that helps us identify the trend. And the trend for now on natural gas is south. SOXX 1.8% to the upside today. Finally broke above this resistance, the 572 area. Now let's see, can we get the same price action we saw over here? Can we get it over here to the upside towards this yellow trend line, towards the 660? Look left, trend lines shows you the way for future price action. How do we know that they show us the way for future price action? Look at this. This trend line started over as support, broke to the downside, resistance. Now, if you think about it, this area, January and February of 2023, is the future of this area. And this area is the future of this area. And this area is the future of this area. So, we can, with high probability, understand that if we will get the same price action we saw over here, copy paste it to over here, we will reach once again this yellow trend line at the 660. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Can we get 660 on SOXX? Too many SSS, but let me know in the comments below, what do you think? XLE still struggling with this area, trying, but too many dojis. I want to see a break above 86, and then we will get 88, and this gap at the 90 will get filled. By the way, take 1 second, hit a like, hit a subscribe, will be much appreciated. Share with friends, bring family, let's help more traders around the world become better traders, become their own indicators, stop following others to tell you what to do, what to buy, where to buy. Stop following all these lagging indicators. They are all lagging. Apple looks like heading back, retesting this yellow trend line as support. This yellow trend line was a very tough resistance, as you can see. Broke above beginning of December. Now going back to retest it. You can also take Fibonacci. Swing low. Let's take swing low from here to here. Now at the 50% area, breaking below, we will see 191 and retesting this yellow trend line before the next leg up. If the next leg up will be here, below this yellow trend line, below the 190, 189 from support needs to become once again support. If this area, all this area, will fail to hold the support, in my opinion, we need to brace ourselves and Apple will go back to 180 and 166. Prepare for both sides. Where price came from? And ask yourself, what if? What if Apple will break and close the weekly below this area? Look left. The same price action we saw over here. High probability we will get it over here to the downside. We need, if you're not long yet on Apple, we need a touch and a bounce back above the 192 area. And then we can start building our long position once again on Apple. Of course, everything you see in here is my opinion only. It's for educational purposes only. Meta, trend lines, not surprising. Resistance, resistance. This is why I always say trend lines are the true support and resistance for future price action. Once again, it was support over here, then became resistance. This area is the future of this area. Resistance, resistance. This area is the future of this area. Resistance, resistance. Now, this area is the future of this area. Resistance, resistance. If you're not long yet on Meta, in my opinion, this is not the time to go long. We need to wait for two possibilities. First, retesting the 347, maybe retesting this area, the 340 together with this lower support, and then bounce back up. Or wait for a break up above this purple zone, and then we can go long towards the 370 and 390. Google, Doji, holding above the 141 area, 141, tough resistance. Now, Friday held support, today held support. Let's see if can hold as support, and then next leg up towards the 145 and 150, breaking below 138, and this gap will get filled. Netflix, sideways move continuation, the 481 resistance now needs to hold the support. This trend line, resistance, 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 but it's a good resistance because it's a resistance for the higher highs. There is such a thing as a good resistance and the opposite. There is such a thing as a bad support. Breaking below the 481, this gap will get filled, breaking above this trend line, and we are heading towards the 507 gap will be next. Amazon, close the day, 0. Doji after doji, very tight price action on Amazon, below a trend line. If bulls of Amazon will fail and will give up on this area, the 155 and this yellow trend line, if they will give up, 152 will fail to hold the support, and then we are back to 150, 149, and then 147. Follow price. Always ask yourself, What if? What if we'll get bullish continuation above this area? Where price might be heading next? You have Fibonacci to the upside. What if this area will fail to hold the support? You have all the Fibonacci levels to the downside, and you have this trend line that helps you identify the higher lows. I apologize for the glitches in my camera. It's from my side. I need to check it out. I will check it out later today. Nvidia moving sideways. Two scenarios, or double top scenario. As you can see, we have this one over here. Then we have this one over here. Then we have this one over here. Now, this is getting interesting. We can take the same price magnitude. If 476 will break to the downside, we will meet 450. Below 450, all this double top scenario will get validated back to the 400. This is one scenario. Second scenario, we have price action is getting tighter and tighter each and every day. Long continuation above 505, and then we will meet 540 and 580 area to the upside. This is why I always say, look left, never be biased, always prepare for both sides. Microsoft continue to do nothing since beginning of December. 366 holding a support, 375 area, tough resistance, nothing much on Microsoft. Shopify 1.8% to the upside, but we are still under the upper border of this broadening, massive broadening formation. We can take also this one over here and minimize this broadening formation. It's all about broadening formation. From one broadening formation into another. 76 holding strong. I want to see long continuation above this area, above the 80, and then we will meet 86 and 100 to the upside. Tesla 1.6% to the upside, but as you can see, sorry, got a little cold. It's -5, -6. Sorry. 251 to the downside, support. 257, tough resistance. If bulls of Tesla will give up on this area, 251 will break, and then we will see 245 and back to the 237 together with this red trend line. This red trend line helps us to identify, as you can see, the lower highs, resistance, 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 broke to the upside, and we have a multi-top scenario on Tesla over here, breaking below this area, and we will go back to 237 and maybe even 225, filling this gap. But for now, Tesla is moving sideways, and once again, ask yourself, what if? What if Tesla will break above this area? You have Fibonacci levels to the upside. What if Tesla will break below this area? You have Fibonacci and trend lines to the downside. And here you have another great example of a broadening formation. AMD continue its way to the upside, 2.7% to the upside. We had this price action over here. We had the same magnitude over here. Now, can we get the same magnitude of price action towards the yellow trend line? Why to the yellow trend line? Look left. Support, resistance, resistance. Can we get it? Don't guess. Follow price. Clean the chart. Look left. This area over here. Draw a line. support, resistance, resistance, support. Next. If you're too lazy to look left and train your eyes, take Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high, above 143.50. We are hitting 141.90 and then 163 all-time highs on AMD. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget, every day 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going live pre-market preparations. Until then, stay safe.